Very close. Chris, what's the thoughts right after that?
Disappointed. Proud of the effort. I mean, the boys, after the week we've had, we started off pretty slow. They got a couple of easy tries on us, but proud of the fight to get back in that game. I think we created enough in that game to win the game. I think I said to the boys, we're getting in the goal zone enough times to win games. Now we've just got to do a bit of work on that execution and the precision when we get in there. Probably a bit of patience. We got a little bit edgy. I reckon we got in there. Made a couple of turnovers over the line. That's natural. A bit of confidence. The boys trying to win the game too early. So proud of the effort. So something to work with.
Still 2 more games to go, so give you hope and confidence. Won't go through the season winless.
We want to go in every game and win every game. The next 2 games, 100%. And we can do that.
Jake, what do you put down the improved effort to?
I think reflecting on the game, thinking about that 50th and 60th minute, reflecting on other weeks, possibly we could have rolled over. I thought it was a great effort. We're sort of sucking our 22 around those minutes. We put in a great defensive shift for a lot of those games. And like Witz touched on, we need to execute better in that goal zone. We knocked the ball on pretty much over the line about 3 or 4 times. But I was really impressed by the bounce back this week from the guys.
Dan, you said that the intensity was what I expected and was much better than it was down in Canberra 2 months ago. Why does it take a coach to yourself to see that?
It's been an emotional week. I think we spoke about in the sheds and putting on a really good effort for Rob. I can't answer on why it's happened like that. We've also got a few guys back. We had some great games from Izzy, who's got some punch for us. Another guy's been performing really well. Belly back in the front row. We had a very clear game plan this week, and I think we stuck to it. That was the difference.
Harvey, were you with your back weeks? As Jake mentioned, Belly was really good. Second round was both really good. Harris had a great game. How happy were you to see them lift? Because that's been an area where the backs really haven't had a platform to work with in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think across the board, we're happy with the effort. I think Belly obviously had a good game. I think he carried, and that's what we spoke about during the week. What's his strength? And you can see, he wants to carry the ball. He's just got to get himself in positions to do that. And tonight I thought, we saw what he can do with the ball in hand. The other guys have always known what they can do. So it was good to see it out in the field.
Jake, how much impact did that have on the squad?
Oh, enormous. Yeah, mate. Yeah, as you said, like with the limited amount of caps we've got in the squad, to get someone, he's probably got, half the amount of caps compared to everyone else put together. So if that makes sense.
Thanks, bro.
But you know what I mean, like having Jake out there just steadies the ship. Jack Grant's done a fabulous job. While Jake's been injured, but at the same time, just to have that leadership in that direction. He's first class, and he's a classy player. So it's good to have Jake, out there.
You didn't get a win, but do you hope you changed the perception of the public about what the Waratahs team is about?
Yeah, as I said, Rob can take a lot of that credit. I think it's been there, and as Jake said, it was a tough whole week. I'm probably lucky that the Brumbies game came around so quick, because it didn't give the boys too much time to think about it. It was just about preparing for the Brumbies week. So the boys still, have talked to Rob a bit. So he can take a lot of credit for that win.
What did you say? I know that you said there were a couple of things that you guys were going to focus on this week, but how did you take it on a Monday going into the first team? I dare say that you wouldn't have been expecting to be thrust into co-coaching.
No, it was uncomfortable. I won't lie. But that's what you got to do. I think everyone's aware that's what happens in rugby. Whether you deserve to go or not, unfortunately, it's a results-driven game. I've worked in France for 8 years. So unfortunately, that's the fact of life in rugby. In any sport, that things change. So you got to be prepared to stand up and take the lead.
was it nice being in this area in Moore Park? It wasn't the SFS, but nice having a few more fans here, not?
Yeah, I think we spoke about before the game, just about for our supporters and everyone else. It's about them being proud of us, just the effort, the fight. And this week we spoke about, probably took away the focus from the Brumbies this week. I think we've been guilty of worrying about what the Brumbies can do and worrying about their strengths. So this week we kind of thought, let's go and attack this game. And I think you saw it in the defence and the attack. I thought we were a little bit more adventurous in defence. We attacked them, got off the line. So, I think it was a good week just to really focus on what we can do and what we're going to do in the game.
Are you rehearsing for the full-time gig, or is it something you don't want to entertain? Or?
I haven't, mate. This week's been, 7 in the morning or 6 in the morning till 8, 9 o'clock at night every day. So honestly, I don't have time to think about anything else but about this game.
Would it be something you sort of consider if you're?
As I said, we've got 2 more games, and then there's, whether it's the New Zealand comp or the Aussie comp going ahead again. That's all we're worried about at the moment. That'll look after itself.
How's Harvey on the shed to
Yeah, he's disappointed. He's a competitor. He wants to win, and he feels he's let the team down. But I think everyone said to him that we had plenty of opportunities to win the game. Goal kickers win your games. They're not the ones losing your games. So he'll take it hard, but that's because he's a competitor, and that's why that's what we love about him.
When's your grade of New South Wales rugby at the Waratahs? I know you don't like making it about yourself, but did you have many people reach out to you this week as well?
Yeah, plenty. Yeah, ex-players. Yeah, plenty.
And you feel like you've got the support of everyone right behind you?
I think the team's got all the support, 100%. Yeah, ex-players.
Yeah.
I think the supporters. Even last week, where we probably didn't perform as well as we'd like to against Queensland. I went to the chairman's lunch or the life members' lunch, and they were 100% supportive. I said in the press the other day that someone said, "You're disappointed where you are at the moment." He said, "Yeah, you are. I am, but at the same time, I'm excited where it can get to because there's a core group of young guys in this team, and you're throwing the experience with Jake and a few other guys. And you're looking at the core of a really good thing and something moving forward. I think everyone can be pretty excited about."
Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good day, guys.
Oh yeah, so it was push.